Hello, this is Alistair Goodale, GT Driving School here. This is a second video of a test route from the temporary driving test centre in Maidstone. It's a totally different route to the previous one, and it's not a route that would probably be used when the test centre is at its normal place. So well worth having a look at if you're coming in this direction for the next few weeks. So I'm currently in the car park of the YMCA, and as you can see, it's quite crowded with cars and kids and various other people. So we're going to be really careful coming out of here, and then we'll join the route. Okay, so I'll get myself ready, engage the car, and just waiting for traffic to clear. So I'm looking left and right, left and right, left and right. Going to creep very gently out of my car parking position. There's a car waiting. Cars waiting on cars at the moment. This one's just about to go backwards for some reason. Somebody's jumping out. Okay. Children getting out just in front of me. I'm going to be super careful. I'm going to try and go the other direction. Hopefully the lady is looking where she's going. Okay. Alright, well that's the first little drama to get round. Just aware of all these cars that are forward bay parks might have difficulty reversing out or being able to see what's going on. So I'm just very gently moving forward, less than 10 miles an hour, being aware of the lady with her pram pushchair, trying to keep as much to the left as I can but in the middle because of the car. Then I'm going round, keeping on the left hand side and out of the entrance. Then we're going to turn left at the entrance here, just waiting for the learner to come through, and there's a person waiting to cross, so I'm just going to let her cross and then we can move on. Turning left, following the road round, down the road. Okay, backing off a little bit, we've got a stripy van in the way, car coming through, checking main and right, moving out. Got a very friendly Peugeot 4x4 behind me that really wants to get past me, so I'm keeping an eye on him, indicating right. Got more traffic coming from the right. All looks good. We can carry on round. Then I'm going to come to the end of this road and turn right, so main and right, indicating right. Coming to the end of the road, waiting left and right, looking good. Keeping on the left behind the white car, then just moving out so that I can see round that corner. I'm getting back on the left hand side. Now my pupil was asked to stop on the left hand side along here. I won't worry to do that, but certainly if you do, you check your mirrors, you indicate, and then when you're ready to move off again, make sure you're checking those mirrors and blind spot. Really important. Now I'm looking ahead, parked car in the way, so I'm checking main and right mirrors to move out. Main and left back over. Very faint keep clears here, so I'm being aware that I might not be able to get across. I think I will be able to the next one, and I'm going to turn right at the crossroads. Tyres and tarmac, no closer, with the learner in front of me. Just looking. These lights take a long time, so we could be here a while. All the time I'm just looking left and right, just making sure I'm aware of any pedestrians or cyclists or motorbikes. Learn a car ahead of us, so there's a possibility that it might stall, so I'm going to be patient when it starts to move off. They want to turn left, that's fine, I'm going to be turning right anyway. Waiting for these traffic lights. There we go. So I'm checking around, shoulder to shoulder, moving gently forward, waiting for the learner to get out the way. I'm now moving straight ahead towards the traffic light and then round to the right, and then I'm picking up speed. Continue down the road. I'm just sort of gently just moving over to the centre there to get past the parked cars on the side of the road, aware of the red car that's just pulled out, coming back onto my side of the road, being aware of the next learner driver coming our way. More parked cars on the left, so again checking to the right. Oncoming traffic sort of moving round. There's a parked car on the right hand side, so I'm just aware of things. You'll notice that the weather has not improved, and I've got windscreen wipers on, so I apologise if you see a sort of flash of windscreen wiper every now and again. Taking my time squeezing past these guys. I'm not going any faster than about 20 miles an hour. Now they've gone clear, I can now pick it up again. Being aware of the zebra crossing ahead, just checking left and right, making sure nobody's there. More parked cars on the left. Currently doing 28 miles an hour, which is great. It's a nice, just gentle, steady speed. Looking ahead. So I'm keeping towards the white line at the moment. When there's a gap, I'll get back onto my side, middle of my lane, and then just moving out again. At the moment, all looks good. A little bit of a queue up ahead, somebody crossing the path as well. So I'm just backing off a little with a check of the mirrors. Double-decker bus coming our way, not really a problem. Going down this hill, still a 30 mile an hour road. It's very easy to get too quick at this point, so I'm starting to ease off the gas. The blue car behind me wants to sort of go a little bit quicker because he knows that the road is quicker further up, but I can't until I see the signs. Okay, so now I've got the signs, 40 mile an hour road. Once I go past them, I can check my mirrors and move on a little bit quicker now. Moving on down the road. Pushing on up the hill. So 37, trying to make sure you don't lose momentum. So 37, 38, ideal sort of speed. We keep on going. Up ahead, two cars are braking, so I'm just checking around me, starting to back off a little bit, aware of the blue car behind me. What's going on? There's a queue of traffic, somebody trying to turn right, so I'm looking around a bit more, slowing things down, keeping my distance. It's been wet and rainy all day so far, so there's potential of slippage on the road and puddles and all sorts of things, so just being aware of that sort of thing. But the sun is trying to come out, as you can probably see. So doing fine, moving down the road. I'm just sort of keeping pace with the others. People are starting to move away, so I'm just trying to bring my speed up as well. I know it's still a 40 down here. Pedestrian on the side of the road, just checking out that they're not going to cross. Then I've got the petrol station on the right hand side. I've got traffic lights, Linton Crossroads. So I'm just checking out all those potential people pulling out. Jogger on the left, and we're turning left. Main and left indicating left. I'm backing off and easing off the gas. Now braking. Again, tyres and tarmac with the car in front. Just being aware that the car behind is quite friendly. Can practically see what he's had for dinner. I'm that close. Okay, lights are changing ahead of us. We're looking around us and moving on. Following the road round to the left. Pushing on. So now I've got a 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour road. we're going to be taking and turning on the left in a minute. Triangle sign up ahead tells us about turning on the left, and there's a post box on the left hand side. I'm checking main and left, indicating left. I'm backing off. Grey car trying to come round, so I'm braking now, making sure I can get round, keep on my side of the road, so we follow it round. Okay, and then we're moving on again. So we're going past Cornwallis School. Just aware of somebody trying to pull out. No, they're waiting for me, that's good. I'm going to continue down the road. Down the road. I'm going to take the second road coming up on the right hand side. The first one's very small, just seen it. Where the black car is, that's where I'm going. So I'm checking main and right, indicating right, keeping on my side of the road, going halfway past the turning before I turn. The road is quite narrow, and with all this wet and rain and what have you, everything is sort of pushed into the road. So I was going to let that van go. The little buzz you heard was my sensors going off saying I'm too close to something, and that was basically the undergrowth on the left hand side. Now up ahead we can see another learner driver. Now somewhere near there's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit sign up ahead, and I'm going to pull up on the right, basically in front of this learner. So I'm just going to move over to the right, just making sure I get up to a raised curb, nice and close, stopping there. I'm now going to do the reverse exercise, driving 2 or 3 car lengths, keeping close to the curb, lots of looking around me, very gently coming backwards, keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, shoulder to shoulder, keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back, trying to make sure that I don't drift from the curb or get any closer to the curb. So I'm just keep on looking around me, keep on looking. I'm gonna stop around there, put it back into drive, indicating left, looking over my left shoulder this time, blind spot, nothing coming, so I can move on. Back on our side of the road. You'll notice the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. So just moving on gently past the learner. Then we've got these cars on the left hand side, reminding myself that it's a 20, don't want to go too fast. You can't see round the corner at the moment. I'm basically on the wrong side of the road on a blind corner. Coming back round, bearing round to the right here, and taking the second turning on the right. We've just gone past one. That chappie is just walking past, but we're coming up to a stop line, so we're going to check main and right, indicating right, and we're going to stop. So we're going to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down to a stop. Putting my handbrake on, taking my handbrake off, creeping very gently. I've got a postie on the right hand side. I cannot see anything at the moment on my right. It is really very tricky, very, very slowly. Looking around, and I'm going to keep on the left hand side because there's traffic coming through. Okay, good. Look around before I start to move off again, and I'm just keeping an eye on any traffic that might be coming our way. Still just a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, so I'm keeping an eye on my speed. Everything looks good. Keep on moving. Going to go past these 2 parked cars on the left, checking my main and right. 3 parked, 4 parked, 5 parked cars. Main enough back over. Still 20 until I get to the crossroads up ahead where we're going to turn right. So we're checking main and right, indicating right. We're slowing things down. It's another stop line. So thou shalt stop. Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, and stopping. Putting the handbrake on, taking the handbrake off. Waiting for traffic. Difficult to see from the left. I've got a good view from the right. When it's clear on the right, I might just venture forward a little bit. There's something coming. Looking good. We can go. Speed limit here is 30. So now we're off down the road. Taking our time. Almost painful going 30 down this road, and there's a car coming up screaming up behind me who doesn't appreciate that it is a 30 at the moment. It's still 30 as we go past the new farm shop. Still 30, still 30, still 30. 40s are buried in the bushes here, which printed on the road as well, so I can look around and start to move on again. So up to 38, 39 on a 40, that's great. In the distance I can see some green lights, some traffic lights. We're back at the Linton Crossroads. That the lights have been green for some time, so the chances of them being green when I get there are fairly remote. We're going to turn right here, so we're checking main and right, indicating right. We're backing off, and there they go. So I'm going to slow it down and brake to a stop. So in the middle of the road here we've got 2 little boxes. I've got the one nearest to me with an arrow pointing to the right, that's the one I want. And anybody coming from the other direction would be going into the box just afterwards. Now I might not be able to see very clearly what's going on ahead of me, so I'm going to have to be very cautious about turning right, because there might be people trying to either turn to their left or go straight on at this junction at the same time. So I get a green light, the other guys on the other side of the road will get a green light, and then it's a case of being really careful. So we're still waiting for the traffic lights to change. I'm still looking around for cyclists, motorbikes, etc. And the lights are changed, so I can now move into the road. We'll try and get into the corner, this pointy bit near the manhole cover. And I'm waiting here. I'm going to put that indicator back on. At the moment we've got constant traffic coming through, either turning left or going straight on. The red car is turning to his right, but how many more? Can't see round the van at the moment, so I'm going to have to be super careful. Okay, I probably can take that advantage of the big red vehicle blocking everything. And off we go. We've got a horse box coming out of the petrol station, so I'm checking around and braking, trying to keep nice and slow. He's now moved on. I'm now looking a good look around. Mercedes was climbing all over the back of me. Now the road is a 40, so I'm going to bring the speed up. So 35, 36, 37. 38. It is downhill, so be very careful about going too fast. Now sometimes they might take a turning on the left towards the Lewes Valley area, but they didn't on this occasion. 38 miles an hour. Looking good. Okay, just doing 41, so I'm just backing off a little bit. The speed limit changes halfway up the hill here, back to 30. So I'm being a little cautious, trying to work out where that is. I can see the signs now, left and right of me, so I'm just backing off a little bit as we climb the hill again. Yep, 28, 29 now, that's good. So again, just pushing a little bit because I don't want it to go too slow. So I'm going around this corner at 27. Up the road, parked cars on the left hand side, so I'm drifting out towards the middle of the road. Continue around the corner. No school today, so that's good news, being it's Saturday. I'm following it round, and we're going to take the next turning on the left. So we're checking main and left mirrors indicating left. We're backing off, slowing things down, keeping on the left. Now it's important to make sure you keep on the left, despite the fact there are loads of parked cars on the left hand side. I'm peaking all the way down the road there. If there was something coming, I'd probably wait there. Now, seeing as there's nothing there, I can pretty much take up the middle of what's left of the road. So I'm sort of over the white line, my left wheel is on the white line. And we're going to take the next road on the right. So I've got to get past that white Tesla. I'm checking main and right, indicating right, getting well over to the left again. Now I've got a silver VW coming our way. I'm just going to hold back, wait for him. And then we go round. We've got parked cars on both sides of the road, and we're just going to sort of weave our way through. We're just picking the speed up a little bit. 2025, residential area, could be all sorts of things going on. Yeah, I'm just backing off a little bit, just thinking about traffic. Back on the left hand side, looking down the road as much as I can, just backing off again. Is there anything there? Can't see anything immediately, so I'll continue down the road. Turn right at the end of the road, so I'm checking main and right, indicating right. I'm getting back on my side of the road, to the double dotted line, white line. Looking left and right, looking clear. Round we go, keeping on the left side. Moving on. Checking main and right, moving out over the. Don't have a white line here, but what's left of middle of the lane of the road. And I'm going to have to be on the middle all the way up the road here for all these parked cars, keeping my distance, a good door's width. Then we checking main and left, indicating left, getting back on the left, looking over my right shoulder, good view from where I was, so I didn't have to stop. We continue around. Looking ahead, we've got a set of traffic lights and a bit of a queue, so I'm looking ahead, looking around me, just backing off again. Lights have now changed, which is good news, so I'm just backing off a little bit. Just taking my time. And we're going to be taking the next turning on the left. So checking main and left, indicating left. Heading back back into Cripple Street, where the test centre is. Now we've got the van sort of backing up a little bit, just trying to turn around. Checking main and right, moving out, and then main and left back over. Picking up the speed a little bit. Now I reckon that if there had been lots of delays, traffic and that sort of thing, the examiner would probably have taken the next turning on the left and headed back for the test centre, but they didn't. Instead, we turned right here, so making sure we keep on our side of the road. and around we go. And we then did a fairly convoluted little sort of route around the village, basically. This little sort of area, Broad Oak Avenue. Just going to keep on going round. The examiner didn't ask us to stop, it was just a case of looking around. But there's good opportunities for doing a move away from the right, or just a pull up on the left. An occasional parallel park maybe. Just taking my time. 20 miles an hour, perfectly okay around here. Now again, a little bit squeezy here, lots of parked cars on both sides. I'm looking around, backing off a little bit, trying to see what's going on. Just following the road round to the left. Round we go. And then we move on again, looking around. Coming up to the end of the road where we're going to turn right. So we're checking main and right, indicating right. Slowing things down, braking a bit. Looking left and right, all clear. And then we took the next turning on the right. Again, really sort of trying to use up some time, I think. Main and right indicating right, keeping on our side of the road, halfway past, and going round. Now, a black car ahead of me is just slowing down. He's going about to turn left or stop on the left. So I'm just backing off, just trying to see what's going on. I've got to look round the corner, just being super careful. Taking a nice wide berth. Back on the left hand side. Moving on. Just following it around. It's difficult to see around the corner here. Whoop, so slowing it right down, getting around these two parked cars. Back on the left. Following it round. So then the examiner asked us to turn left, so we're checking main and left, indicating left. We're looking to the right, there's a car, but he's turning off. So we're going round to the left. Parked cars on both sides of the road here, being a little bit careful. Looking good. Move on. Side, and then checking main and right, moving out again. Because of the corner, I've got to get back on the left hand side as soon as I can and just follow it round. Just slowing down because of the parked cars on both sides. Round we go. And then I continue around the corner. Again, not too quick. Could be anything around that next bend. Crazy learner driver, that sort of thing. Keep on going. Parked car in the way, oncoming traffic, so I'm looking around, I'm backing off, waiting for the BMW to clear. Main and right, moving out. Main and left, back over. Now I'm going to turn left and then immediately right here, so I'm going to check main and left, indicate left, follow the curb round, double dotted line. Check to the right, looks good. Check to the left, yep, all looks good. We can move up. We're now going to check main and right, indicating right. Going round. And we're heading back towards the test centre, the YMCA. So checking main and left, indicating left. Bumps, taking our time. Right. Really going to turn left. Now if you were on a test you'd be turning right at just where that car was reversing. I'm just going back into the main part of the car park and we're going to finish there. Thanks for watching.